Hello everybody, I'm the Brony and welcome to Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, I don't know how to do it. But this is going to be my first game with this. Yep. Okay, don't click off the screen. Music's still a little bit loud. Oh, okay, 0 or nothing. Nice. Don't want that. Maybe. Alright. So, Ace Attorney. I haven't started this. I clicked new game just to see if it was doing stuff. Had audio issues the first time, so I know the first few seconds of the cutscene, which revealed to me that it's the first episode of the Ace Attorney series. And like I said, I watched the first few episodes. I think it was the first trial. So I'm probably gonna play this first trial, however long it takes me, and just finish it because I think I remember how it goes. But all the other trials, haven't seen. So I don't know if they go in consistent order or if the first trial is just a tutorial. I don't know. This is the first kind of games I'm gonna play like this. I'm not really sure what to expect. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So yeah, we got Ace Attorney, the first game, I guess. Second game, third. So we're gonna play the first one. And hopefully this music doesn't get me copyrighted. Yep. So I do know this one. So I don't know how many episodes are in each or how long they are. Hopefully I can play through this one really quickly. If not, I'll just post it. I honestly don't know. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this looks like it's a tutorial. Which is good, because it helps me with the stuff. And the buttons. Right. Oh. Hi, Chief. I don't really know if I'm going to do voice actors or not, because I don't know any of these guys. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. That was sudden and abrupt. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Ah! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Hang on a minute. I'm confused. Didn't we just see... Okay, I'm very confused. Let's just keep going. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in the world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Oh. I think I know this. Okay. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Yeah, that's not Mia. Never mind. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Itchy nose, itchy nose, itchy nose. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I'm going to try something, see if it works. If it doesn't, I don't really care. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's me, it's Phoenix Wright. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. I don't know if you can see my mouse right now, and I hope you can't. Ow. Hang on one second. Yeah, you can still see it. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Properties. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I didn't get that. I don't know. Phew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. I don't know it. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No, wait. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Same. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? I don't really know how to do a female's voice. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court records. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm picking you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy's autopsy report. Can I click this? Attorney's badge. No one would believe me I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Okay. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... Well, I already know this. I don't have to look up the court record. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well, then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. This guy is like off the New York vibes, I guess. I don't really know. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accept it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added to during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Yeah. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief? What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were getting together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it. No, Just a quick side note. I'm not going off the top because, as you can see, I am in a dorm room currently. And it is currently, what time is it? 4 a.m., almost 5. So I'm not going to scream and shout my hardest unless I know that they can't hear me. So I might not be going over the top in what I would want to do. Unless it's rage games, and I just can't help myself. So I'm trying to show emphasis in the voices without like going screaming like they're doing and showing. But yeah. So I may not be going over the top until like I maybe get my own room, own place, not own room, place. So I just wanted to let you know. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport, the victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30. That's August 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took that money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? I actually get a choice. I'm gonna stop him from answering. That question is irrelevant to the case. Sorry. My client had no clue she was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean, irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Oh. I didn't read that. I didn't click anything. I thought it was just going to let me click. Okay. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I will find out what had really happened. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's murder motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy. This is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? I actually like this. I don't remember exactly. I think this was the first trial be serious, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have him answer honestly, because if I stop him from answering, it seems like this is relevant to the case, why he went to her. And so this will also give me good info. So I'm gonna go with this one. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. I did not expect Jackson. I don't even know if my mic caught that. It was so weird. Objection. Objection. I can't even do it. So yeah, I can't even. I was right about him, like being snooty and stuff, but still. Objection. I didn't expect that. That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call it a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Oh. Well, that simplifies the matter. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. And we all know he's the actual murderer. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh yes. Newspapers. Yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. The witness testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I don't know if that voice fits in right. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Ooh, that's better. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who was, without a doubt, the defendant, sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phone... Ow, I just bit my tongue. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Mr. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Your Honor? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal.
I have no idea how to say her. What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witnesses gave.
Lies? What? Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, alright?
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony.
Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand.
There's bound to be a contradiction in there.
First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court.
Yeah, I know this. I think I already know the contradiction.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Statue of Saber Thinker is rather heavy. Nope. Let's press him.
Is it a man leaving an apartment a common sight?
I find it odd you would take notice of him.
I don't know. He just seems strange to me. That's all. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime.
The defense requests that the witness refrains from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man himself looked suspicious.
So, what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes. The door was open halfway. Yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door.
I'm switching voices. Raise my mic up just, and I clicked off screen again. Sorry about that.
I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see. And what happened next?
Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment.
What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did pain cut him off so quickly?
So, you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead.
Are you sure she was dead? Well, no. I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all. And there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What's happened next?
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
So you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
Yes. I mean, no, nothing.
Okay. What's happened next?
I thought to call the police immediately.
You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What's happened next?
However, the phone in your apartment wasn't working.
See, how would he know? If you didn't go inside, how would he know the phone didn't work? The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes. I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right? Here we go. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you?
Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct?
What happened next?
Oh! I'm remembering now. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone?
Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer to the nearby apartments.
Ah, right. What time did you call again?
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
How? 1 p.m.? Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident. 1 p.m.?
Right. Doesn't it seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him.
Electricity, yep. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't. Alright, what? Oh, I'm stupid. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that? Oh, I still can't get it. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I found that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
I'm remembering.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. I do, because I know, and I remember.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
You said heard, not saw?
Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch.
Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Well, I already know what to do.
Hold it right there.
The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it.
You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah!
Oh. Swallowed spit.
Well...
The defense has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait. I remember now.
Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seemed rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I was wondering what that thing was in the top right. It's my life. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yes, I could see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock.
A table clock?
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there?
A table clock? Was there a table clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
I'm gonna present this. Yeah, that's my life at the top right. I'm gonna present this because I know that it's a clock. So, let's see what happens.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections, your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I could prove you were the one who killed her.
You struck her with the clock, and shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her. He should burn. Give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright!
Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness's clock. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is running on this. I better think it through carefully.
Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear to you if you simply... sound in the clock? What does that mean? Try looking at it? Is it batteries? What do batteries do? Oh, well, I have... oh, it's 2 each. Okay.
I'm gonna do this one. All you have to do is examine the batteries.
The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly did you mean, Mr. Wright?
That the clock was working fine.
Yes. And? I'm sorry. I think I got confused back there with all those testimonies.
Mr. Wright, I expect more from the lawyer in this court, even if it is your first day. I'm afraid I have to penalize you. Try to think things through more carefully.
Try sounding it. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:22.
It certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death.
So, Mr. Sawit
tried to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! 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 You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that?
I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him.
Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Mia? Chief.
Listen up.
Right. Don't throw this one away. Not like this.
Think.
Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right?
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
I can.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that could prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course.
There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder.
As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there, the next day here. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her, dead in the apartment, was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Really? Oh my. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested. Has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed.
I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly
And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. So this is where the confetti was. And with that, this court is adjourned. I clicked the wrong thing. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawin let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawin grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Phew! I still can't believe we won.
I did it again. Right. Good job in there.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean bad.
Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy is gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headline now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. Just a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she saw quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh? I'm not just sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The thinker? Check this out, Larry. Proof. Positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock. That's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we could do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. I'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about that sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me a..." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Ring, ring. Hope it's not
going along to the next episode. Hello? This is Maya.
Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a probability that it might turn out that way. Yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting. Maya. B. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Wait a minute, is it just going along? No, I don't want it to go. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Red, white, blue. Oh, episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. I'm stupid. Alright. Well, that was that. And first trial was kind of a tutorial episode, and I do remember... my ear. I did remember a little bit of it. So, let's see how much harder these other cases get. I know they're not going to be too difficult, because it's just teen. But who knows? I hope y'all enjoyed that episode. This video, whatever.
Hope y'all enjoyed me making up voices. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with the girls' voices because I can't. I have such a deep voice that I can't really do girl voices. Villain voices. I can do villain voices. Nice. So we'll see. And if I even keep continuing to do that, I don't know. It's kind of just entertaining for me as well. Alright. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on it. If you have any other games that you'd like me to react to, leave them in the comments down below. If you do like these type of videos, I do them all the time, so consider subscribing. I do reaction videos and gaming videos. And if you do subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video that I do post. And you can watch it as soon as it comes up. Alright, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Ow.